watching News 24 Live. This morning I'm joined in studio by Sport 24 editor Garen Lamley. We're going to look ahead to the Springboks Rugby Championship clash against the Wallabies in Brisbane. We're also going to touch on the cricket and some golf, the Open Championship, of course, at St Andrews. Garen, good morning and thank you very much for coming in.
Morning, Nick. Good to see you.
And taking your seat on the red couch.
Good to be here.
So, should we just briefly touch on the abysmal cricket from the Proteas? Although all hats off to Bangladesh, obviously a rising powerhouse in one-day cricket.
Yeah, you've got to give credit to Bangladesh. We thought after the first game, first ODI, which we won fairly comfortably, that it would be another series win for the Proteas. Didn't turn out to be that way. The Bangladeshis, they fought back admirably, to take the series 2-1. A lot of questions been asked of the Proteas team. They rely clearly a lot on AB de Villiers. He's been, rested for the remainder after he was actually banned for one game for, a slow over rate. But it's worrying when you think the Proteas are a one-man team. It seems to all revolve around him now that Jacques Kallis is obviously, retired. It's now the AB de Villiers show. The other players who you think would be good enough to beat Bangladesh, even away from home, haven't really stepped up. So your Faf du Plessis, even Hashim Amla's, they haven't really come to the party.
Well, it seemed like the failure of our opening pair and the success of their opening pair.
Yeah, it was chalk and cheese watching like a Quinton de Kock, some of the shots he played. After we won the toss and we knew the conditions and we still elected to bat. And then the way they came out and started blazing away, batting later in the evening when you expect the dew and conditions to have changed, that they really showed us how it was supposed to be done. And they got there almost with 10 wickets in hand, eventually losing one. But comprehensive victory in I think 27 overs or something, even though the match was reduced to 40 overs aside. So we lose the ODI series. We did win the 2020s. Now we're playing a couple of tests. So it's really interesting to see how this tour ends up. Obviously we've got bigger fish to fry later on in the year with matches against Australia and a big series against England. So it'll be interesting to see how cricket is changing around the world. You obviously got England playing Australia in the Ashes and England doing really well in the first test. So that series is looming large on the horizon for South African fans and the cricket team. Obviously, we've got to really up our game. We've got a lot of players reaching the end of their careers, a lot of players having retired recently, just to see how we bounce back from this latest defeat.